Hi, so I'm Queenebeth Barcelona. I'm 25 years old.
If you date a foreigner, what do you think the biggest barrier would be?
Probably language barrier. But I think as long as you know the basic like English, I think as long as you understand each other, I think that's fine.
What part of Filipino culture do you think foreigners should respect the most?
Mm, Character of a Filipino. I think it is how we are so friendly and welcoming to the others because Filipino is so friendly.
So, what advice would you give to foreigners who want to date with Filipina?
Okay, so to all the foreigners who wants to date a Filipina, it will not be easy. I think just be true to yourself. And Filipino loves to be spoiled, not just in material things, but also in time, effort. So well, yeah, as long as you're being true and you are being genuine to each other, I think that's okay. You guys will work.
My name is Maeve. I am 21 years old.
Does size matter?
Not for me, at least. I don't think it matters.
May I ask the reason why?
I don't know. I just think I'm a kind of person who would prefer a guy who's kind to me and who's smarter than me. I think that's what I want.
So maybe quality time or
Yes.
performance is much better.
Yep.
Do you think size will be the reason for separation with your boyfriend?
I think it doesn't matter to me. What matters is would probably be if a guy would like doesn't communicate with me. I think communication really matters in a relationship, and if they don't communicate with me, then that would be the reason why we would break up or something like that. But,
Is there anything you want men to be careful about during sex or nighttime?
yeah, I wouldn't like it if the guy would not kanang after like what happened, and then the guy would just do something else and would not.
Okay.
Yeah, is that called aftercare? If I'm not mistaken, yes.
Please give a message to the man who is watching this video.
I guess it's like probably treat women equally, or yeah, treat women as your equal. Probably that's it. Don't be intimidated by me if you're watching.
I'm Rena and I'm turning 26 this December and I live here in Cebu City.
What age differences is acceptable in terms of who you date?
For me, yeah, I think that would be around 20 to 30. Yeah, around that 10-year gap.
What do you think the guy who is like around 40 or 50?
But if it's 40 or 50, as long as he's, loyal, I don't think there's a problem. Yeah, and he's also fit, to provide for the future. Yeah, I guess that's fine.
What kind of dates would you like to have with older men?
What kind of dates? Maybe food dates. Yeah, just that. So that while eating, we can get to know each other more.
Please give advice for a man who wants to date with Filipina.
Yeah, it's the culture difference is really big, and for guys, you really have to think of each other's preferences. Yeah, you have to give way, and then you also understand each other because understanding and commitment and I don't know, maybe communication is really the key to the relationship.
Who pays for the date? The man or woman? Or 50-50?
For me, it should be decided by both of the adult couple. Then I think it should be 50-50.
How much money do you want your guy to bring on a date?
I think it depends on the guy, but I think if the man is financially stable, I think he can bring to 1,000. If it's not, it's okay also to 500. So I think it also depends on your plan before your date. So if you're going to plan to date on a samgyupsal, so you have also to prepare an amount where at least 2,000 pesos for me.
For me also, I think it's a word of 2K, including the transportation and also the dessert and coffee, of course. Cannot take a dinner, right? So you really have to think it before you go, guys, of course.
Yeah, oh, my name is Jessa Mary Hachanova.
My name is Abby and 23 years old.
Yeah, I'm 25.
Which do you prefer to dating? White man or Asian man?
I actually prefer to date Asian men. I can like feel communicate, connection. That it's easy to like do things and such.
Yeah, I preferred Asian because there's no language barrier.
Please give a message to a man who is watching this video, especially the man who wants to date with Filipina.
We girls preferred man who is not like doing cheating. So just be loyal to your girlfriend. So that.
Okay, so Ate, so you can say message to your future boyfriend.
To
Foreigner.
my future boyfriend, I wish you are a good man right now. No vices, I don't like that, and be loyal.
Hi everyone, my name is Dori Sophia. You can call me Dori, and I'm currently 18 years old. Hi everyone, I'm Sophia Chupon. I am currently 18 years old.
If you date a foreigner, what do you think the biggest barrier would be?
I think for me the biggest barrier is most of them really know English already, so we can communicate through English. But I think the difference in culture and then their norms and traditions that really is like different from Filipino culture as well. For me, I think it would be the language barrier and the culture norms or whatever.
So what part of Filipino culture do you think foreigners should respect the most?
I think Filipinos are more in tune to our families, like family traditions and culture. And then also in terms of, for me, I'm not religious, but most Filipinos are religious, and I think some foreigners, they should also take that into account that there's more steps in courting a girl due to that religious and family orientedness of Filipinos. Yeah.
So what advice would you give to foreigners who want to date a Filipina?
Is to really get to know them and what they enjoy doing, because the difference in culture and language is a barrier, but I feel like love is universal. So even if you're a foreigner, if you love a Filipino girl, then you just have to love her well. So yes. My advice to foreigners if dating a Filipino, I think it would be patience, and because like Filipinas are like really, like for me lang for typing, but like they're short-tempered, and like you have to get to know them, because or like you have to like live with them, like not physically, but like you have to like to get to know her, like what she does, and like you get to do things with her, because yeah.